In this video, I'm going to teach you why you should always be breathing in and out through your nose. 4 main reasons. Number 1 is to filter and purify the oxygen. The way that the nose and the mouth is designed is that the mouth is designed for eating and speaking, and the nose is specifically designed for breathing. The way the nose is designed in a sort of bend towards the back of the throat, where it goes down the trachea, down the lungs, into the alveoli, and into the bloodstream. In the nose, different turbinates, you have hairs, you have mucous membranes at the back of the throat. It all purifies the oxygen as it goes into your lungs and into your bloodstream. Now, when we breathe in and out through the mouth, there is 0 filters. Especially when we are living in a city or anywhere there's impurities in the air, dust particles. When we breathe in through the mouth, all of this oxygen, all these dust particles, all of this polluted air goes straight into our mouth, down the lungs, into the alveoli, into the bloodstream. 0 filters. Whereas when we breathe in through the nose hairs, the mucous membranes, this traps any dust particles, any impurities, and you see this through bogies, for example. And this allows the oxygen to go into the lungs, purified, and that fresh oxygenated blood then is circulated through every single cell within the body. Reason number 2 is to warm the oxygen up. If you've ever been in a cold country, you would have experienced this before. When you breathe in through your mouth, it actually hurts your lungs. Right? That is because when we breathe in through the mouth, there is 0 way for our body to heat the oxygen up so that it goes into the lungs at a natural temperature. When we breathe in through the nose, it actually heats the oxygen up as it goes through the nose, so that when it goes into the lungs, into the alveoli and into the bloodstream, it doesn't damage and hurt the lungs. You can see this heating up and cooling down of the oxygen when we're in the cold and the nose gets icicles around the nose. That is condensation, where the outside is cold and the inside is hot, and it meets on the outside and it freezes into little icicle particles on the nose. That's because we're naturally heating the oxygen up so it goes into the lungs at a natural, healthy temperature. Reason number 3 is your jaw structure. Now, when we breathe in and out through the nose, especially as a young child, if we aren't breathing correctly, this can actually have massive effects on our jawline and the way that we are physically representing ourselves to other people. So you might see this jaw is super back and diverted inwards. This is because of our mouth breathing. And it's most important for young children, those who are just developing their body. But equally, it's as important for us adults, because when we breathe in and out through the mouth only, we are signaling to our body to signal our sympathetic nervous system, the branch of our nervous system that is responsible for fight or flight. And when we're in this fight or flight stance, we are unable to think clearly, we are focused only on the problem, and then the solutions are outside of us because we're focused solely on the problem. Reason number 4 we're breathing in and out for our nose only is because of prana. Prana is an Indian Sanskrit word for life force energy. Now, attached to every single oxygen molecule is prana, life force energy. And when we breathe in through the nose, there's a bunch of about 50 to 70,000 nerve cells here, just above the nose, called the olfactory bulb. It's responsible for smell. When we breathe in through the nose, all of that oxygen, that fresh prana, that life force energy, flows through the nostrils, over the olfactory bulb responsible for smell, and directly to the center of the brain. This is where we feel sensations of joy, happiness, ecstasy, peace, calm, all of these beautiful sensations. When we breathe in and out through the mouth, we don't actually have that direct connection to the center of the brain. Now, obviously, breathing in and out through the mouth can have some benefits. However, the idea is that we should always be breathing in and out through our nose all of the time, unless we're eating, unless we're speaking. Most importantly, if you are out and about in a big city or anywhere where there's pollution, we are literally making sure that we are filtering out, getting all that fresh oxygen, that fresh prana, that life force energy, and then utilizing these pranayama breathing exercises, prana meaning life force and yama meaning control of the life force energy. We are able to utilize this life force energy, and then once we can hold more of it, we can then direct that energy into our business, into our creativity, into problem solving, into our relationships, into our life, and we can express ourselves more authentically, clearer, and we can get better results. Combining the breathing through the nose and the 3 parts of the breath, the full yogic breath, this is how we should always be breathing every single day, 24/7, okay? And then you're gonna realize that you've gone unconscious and you're breathing in and out through your mouth, sharp, sharp, shallow. You're signaling to your sympathetic nervous system. When you do realize you're stressed, take a moment, listen to me saying breathe deeply, focus on the 3 parts of the breath through the nose, and you'll immediately start to calm down.